Cristina Ribeiro thought the home she rented in Milton would be a place for her children to grow. Instead, she and her family are being evicted weeks after she's recovered from a C-section. The Landlord and Tenant Board knew she was having the operation and considered it during the decision, but she says 2 weeks after her recovery isn't enough time.
The deadline to move out is July 31st, but July 18th is the earliest I'd be able to pick up heavy things. So how am I supposed to pack? And then also with a toddler and a newborn, that adds more challenges to the mix.
She's being evicted because her landlord filed to move in their parents, a move she believes is retaliation for not agreeing to illegal rent increases. She fought the eviction, but the board ruled in their favor. LTB adjudicators can use discretion to delay an eviction based on a tenant's circumstances. Tenant lawyer Dania Majid, who is not involved in the case, says some discretion seems to have been applied here, but it may not have been enough.
Expect this family to pack up and move in 2 weeks after such significant major surgery, and then to have a newborn, young children on top of it. I would argue as a clinic lawyer was not a fair or reasonable use of that discretion.
Ribeiro says on top of her surgery, finding a similar size rental in Milton has been hard given the tight market, and she's struggling to secure daycare for her children.
The stress has been very high for everyone in the family, not just me, and then that cascades down to the children as well.
Adding to the stress is when she found out about the eviction date. She says she asked for lots of notice, but received the decision a day before the C-section.
I cannot tell you the stress that I felt and the anxiety of like, oh my gosh, I'm supposed to give birth tomorrow morning, and yet I'm being evicted.
The 3 months it took for her to receive the decision is not abnormal, but it points to how backlogged things have become at the LTB.
It used to be back in 2018 that you would only wait 7.9 days, 8 days between when you had your hearing and when you got your order. So that's an extraordinary increase in delays that parties are experiencing.
Now, Ribeiro joins the long list of people frustrated with the tribunal.
Yeah, I had full faith going into this that things were going to turn out right and that we'd be okay, but I have no faith in the system now.
She's now seeking legal advice before officially filing for a review with the board. Lane Harrison, CBC News, Toronto.